Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth. Wondering how to achieve an inner like you see with a spaghetti sleeve or even with a thicker sleeve? Then this tutorial is for you. I'll be showing you how to make this inner lace, any transparent fabric whatsoever. You can wear this as an inner underneath it if you want to cover your bra properly. Kindly stay tuned and enjoy the video. So I'll start now by folding my fabric by 4 into 4 places because I'll be cutting the back and the front at the same time. Since it does not have any fastener, no zip, no button, nothing. You want to ensure as well that the side that is folded, where you'll be starting your measurements from, is the folded side, is the closed part. Now you want to mark a straight line where you start imputing all your measurements because it's going to be having a strap at the upper part. So I'm going to be minusing the measurements I need for the strap. I'm using 6 inches. So I'll start imputing my measurements from my 6 inches mark. So I'll impute my bust measurements, my waist measurements, my hips, and of course the gown length. My gown length is 36. I'll be adding 1 inch for sewing allowance, which makes it 37 inches. At that 37 inches mark, you want to mark a straight mark so you know where your gown length stops. Now to impute my measurements in circumference, I'll start from that 6 inches mark. I'll impute my 7.5 where my armhole, that's my chest line. Then I'll come where my bust measurement is. I'll impute a quarter of my bust measurement plus 1 inch for sewing and 1 inch for ease. At the chest line, you want to impute that 1/4 of your bust measurement as well with 1/4 of an inch. Additional 1/4 of an inch. At the waist, impute your waist measurement. At the hips as well, impute your hips measurement. Then at the down part, that's the hem of the gown, you want to also make sure that the 1/4 of your hips is what you are imputing at the hem of the gown. But if you want it to look a bit fitted, you can minus 1 inch or you can leave it like so. Now you want to connect all your measurements from the chest line to the bust, from the bust to the waist, from the waist to the hips, and of course from the hips to the hem of the gown. Remember I told you that you can deduct 1 inch. For mine, I deducted 1 inch because I don't want it to be too free. So I imputed the 1/4 of my hips measurement minus 1. So my hip measurement was 10.5. 1 inch for ease and 1 inch for sewing. That's 12.5. I minus 1 inch and I did 11.5 at that down part. For the shoulder part, you want to impute your shoulder measurement divided by 2 plus 1/2 inch for sewing. Now you connect from your armhole to where your shoulder is, like you see me do. At the neckline, I want it to come down a little bit, just maybe like 7 inches. That the inner can be well hidden underneath whatever it is I'll be wearing it on. So I came down by 1 inch. That means plus that 6 inches I've deducted before. That means I came down by 7 inches. 7 inches. So I came down by 7 inches. So you can go ahead now and cut out what we've had, what we've measured. Remember, we've added sewing allowance to everything, and we've added the ease of allowance as well. So you don't need to add any other allowance again, since we've added 2 inches to the 1/4 of each of our measurements. Now to join it, very easy. All you need to do is take the front, decide the one you want to use as the front or the back. Place the wrong side of the front facing the wrong side of the back. Now by the side, you just want to sew it by 1/4 of an inch. If you can't sew by 1/4 of an inch, you can sew down by 1/2 of an inch. Just sew it at the 2 sides, the wrong side of the back facing the wrong side of the front. So once I'm done now, this is what I have. You want to go ahead and trim it out carefully so you don't end up trimming out what you sewed it down with. Just be careful, trim out the rough parts because we'll be turning this in and out again to sew. This method helps you to achieve a neat finishing. So now we've turned it out now. we'll be sewing it now the right side of the front facing the right side of the back. So remember our allowance was 1 inch. Our sewing allowance is 1 inch, and I've held it down by a quarter of an inch. That's 0.5. I have 0.75 lengths, so I sewed it down by 0.75. And once I was done, this is what I have. You can go ahead and iron it out now, and then we'll go ahead to make a stripe for the hand. Remember, we came down by 6 inches to impute all our measurements. So our stripe as well will be length of 12 inches. That's 6 inches for the front and 6 inches for the back. To sew this now, you want to turn it like you see me, fold in by ½ inch on one side and fold in by ½ inch on the other side as well. So you go to your sewing machine and just fold it and sew it down like you see me do. Once you're done, this is what you should achieve once you're done. So we have our stripe ready. Remember, I made it as 1.5 as the width, but if you want it to be as wide as possible, maybe as wide as 2 inches, as wide as 3 inches, you can go ahead and do that if you want it to cover your bra properly. So remember, I imputed my normal measurement, normal shoulder measurements for this. I used 15, which is 7.5. To make this stripe sit where your bracelet will be, where your bra is, you want to go in by 1.5 at the two sides. Then pin this down at that exact measurement. At the other side as well, repeat the same thing. Come in by 1.5. Then where your 1.5 ends, that's where you should impute the stripe. Remember, the stripe will go for both the front and the back at the same time. So that means this stripe is meant for both the front and the back. So once you sew it down at the front, also sew it down at the back as well. Like you see, sew it down at the front, repeat the same thing at the back as well. Now, if you notice, you see I didn't add a sewing allowance to the stripe. That's because you don't need it. Because you want the stripe to sit perfectly on your shoulder without moving when it's worn, when the inner is worn. So you don't need sewing allowance for it. Now, to pipe the neckline and the armhole, you want to cut out a stripe. The width should be 1 inch. 1 inch is fine. You want to attach the stripe now to the right side of the inner, facing the right side of your stripe. Now sew this down. After you've done it, you want to fold it in again. Now you'll be folding it into the wrong side. You want to fold it twice. Fold it firstly, then fold it again, so that it looks neat once you're done sewing. So we're doing this for just the front of the neckline and the back of the neckline firstly. Now, once you're done, remember that 1.5 inch we came in by. You want to start from that 1.5 inch now that we came in by and connect it down. Once you're done connecting it to your armhole, cut off that part, then fold your armhole nicely, the same way we did for the neckline. Now, this is what you have once you're done. Very neat. And the inside as well looks neat. Fold the hem of your gown as well by 1 inch. Remember, our sewing allowance for the hem as well is just 1 inch. This is just all you need to make the inner of your lace or the inner of any transparent fabric you're working with and demands a separate inner. These are just what you need. Thank you for watching to this point. If you found this video helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, like it, subscribe, turn on post notification bell so you'll be informed whenever I post a new video.